New York City, the financial capital of the world, here we come. When the crypto gods called, I answered. I packed my bags, headed east, and created content all along the way. It wasn't just a trip, it was a mission. And the mission, attend Ripple Swell, and to host my very own XRP Meetup, a satellite event to get the community going. You could say the stakes were high.
It's happening. We're right here in New York City for Ripple Swell Week, and Ripple is revolutionizing the world of finance, and it's all starting right here with XRP, baby. Woo!
We made our way over to Ripple's welcome reception, and no, it's not Bitcoin. The room was packed. Ripple executives, Ripple investors, Ripple enthusiasts. A who's who of people shaping, or at least paying attention to, the future of global finance. It's always a privilege to be in a space where the conversations actually move the needle. But my night wasn't over. I had to jet back to the Royalton Hotel for the XRP Meetup. Not before grabbing one more pic, because when Ripple Labs takes over a billboard on Times Square, you take a selfie. Fortunately, everything was running right on schedule. Little Italy delivered the lasagna exactly on time. Thanks to our sponsor, Liquid Acre, guests were settling in, and our 3 speaking panels were ready to go. At our official Ripple Swell side event, we didn't just bring the energy, we brought the goods. Limited edition XRP merch, courtesy of Ripple Labs, and we covered the entire spectrum of the XRP ecosystem and the broader crypto landscape. From real yield and DeFi treasury tools, to TradFi integrating Web3 rails, to secondary marketplaces for tokenized real-world assets.
We've got the retail community front-running the largest financial institutions in the world, and this XRP Meetup is a grassroots movement that underscores that initiative.
The head of Nasdaq is speaking tomorrow morning. Nasdaq has already told everyone that they're going to tokenize every stock on their platform for 24-hour trading.
News here, guys. We're bringing 100 million of Mediterranean product onto the XRP ledger natively, and it'll be done through T-blocks.
We're just excited to actually finally be building in a time where we're not the enemy. We're all of a sudden the hot chick in the room, you know?
The energy was high, the vibe was right, and our XRP family was reunited once again for another successful XRP meetup. And yes, we documented the entire night live on X Spaces. The full recording of the event is now available on my YouTube channel. Huge thanks to our sponsors, and an even bigger thank you to everyone who showed up and helped turn the evening into a truly historic production. You know who you are, and I love you mucho. And the moment at last, Ripple Swell New York City 2025. Can you believe Ripple actually let me through the door this time? Ripple's flagship conference, Ripple Swell, was a 2-day experience at Hudson Yards, bringing together some of the sharpest minds, not only in crypto, but across global traditional finance. Ashish Birla set the tone with some serious momentum. Nasdaq CEO delivered a headline moment with her forecast of 70 companies ready to go for the 2026 IPO window. And the overarching message was crystal clear: the modernization of the global financial system is accelerating. BlackRock and other major players confirmed they've been in the space for nearly a decade. Fidelity, MasterCard, Citi, they're not entering crypto, they're already here. Ripple put on an incredible show, from White House officials to decorated industry leaders. This was one of the most meaningful environments for real conversation that I've ever stepped into. And shout out to Ripple's event app. I connected with everyone I needed to, right on schedule, despite 2 fully packed days of nonstop action. Even though Ripple Labs is the largest company in crypto, Ripple Swell felt far more like a banking conference than a blockchain event. This was a Web3 experience intentionally designed for a traditional finance audience. This year made one thing unmistakable: the convergence of TradFi and DeFi isn't coming, it's happening right now. I'm genuinely proud to have been accepted into Ripple Swell this year. Being in the room with the people dismantling barriers, or should I say walled gardens, was a surreal experience. This was a conference where the narrative of global finance was being written in real time and right in front of our eyes. Some of the major announcements included Ripple revealing its 4th strategic acquisition of 2025, Palisade, a next-generation wallet provider, adding to this year's earlier acquisitions of Hidden Road, Rail, and G Treasury. Brad Garlinghouse highlighting Ripple's $500 million strategic investment round backed by Fortress, Citadel, and Galaxy Digital, a clear signal of institutional conviction in Ripple's global roadmap. Ripple's stablecoin RLUSD surpassing a $1 billion market cap, with Kraken confirmed as one of the earliest institutional adopters. Canary Capital Capital officially launching their spot XRP ETF, marking a major milestone for XRP's accessibility in public markets. Securitize outlining its pathway towards a future IPO, reinforcing the momentum behind their compliant digital asset infrastructure. Nasdaq CEO emphasizing that Nasdaq is no longer just an exchange, but a global technology company empowering financial infrastructure worldwide, mirroring the trajectory of Ripple Labs. Citi projecting trillions of dollars in tokenized assets by 2030, illustrating how fast traditional finance is moving towards blockchain settlement rails. And world-renowned chef Jose Andres joking that he's waiting for the Ripple finger, a future where we simply tap and pay with the fingertip. Ripple Swell 2025 wasn't just an event, it was a signal. The food was on point, there was always something tasty to snack on in between sessions. And yes, before heading out, I made sure I grabbed my Ripple swag bag on the way. Ripple CEO Garlinghouse closed the conference with absolute showmanship, hinting that next year's Ripple Swell will be even bigger, and it should be open to everyone. So we'll see you next year at Ripple Swell 2026. And just when you thought the week was over, we were on our way to Ripple's XRP Community Night, a celebration for the local community after 2 packed days at Swell. The event was an absolute madhouse in the best way possible. It was a blast brushing elbows with like-minded professionals, reconnecting with familiar faces, and finally matching real faces to users we've known for years. Garlinghouse was in the building, and so was David Schwartz, the legend himself, who will be retiring as Ripple CTO this year to focus on new initiatives like Evernorth. The energy was unreal. XRP Community Night was a vibe, a community-driven gathering that left us all inspired and fired up for what's coming next. And yes, I've already raffled off all the extra Ripple merch that I grabbed for those who couldn't make it out in person. If you ever want support hosting your own event, or if you're interested in sponsoring one of our upcoming productions, my door is always open. For partnerships, sponsorships, or help bringing your own XRP community event to life, my contact information is copied below. Let's build together. As always, thanks for tuning in. Love you mucho.